wonderful harmony that goes on within a colony. It's a real sweet sound. I always consider it going to church. My church is the temple of the hives. My name is Bo Sturck. I'm master beekeeper for the state of Florida. Right now we're seeing a huge loss in honey. We're not seeing it for the past 3 years, and on a national level, we're not seeing anything. Personally, my colonies, I was getting about 100 gallons a year, and last year it was about 15 gallons. You notice the hive, they should have been full of honey right now. I mean, each one of them should have at least 3 or 4 boxes of honey on it, and they're barely working it at all. So it's just a really strange phenomena that we're seeing. The big box stores are just buying plants in volume just to make a quick dollar, and so they're trying to put a little bit more pressure on them to start using a little bit less on the pesticides. Most of the plants most likely don't even need the pesticides, but they're treating them anyway.
Neonicotinoids are among the most widely used insecticides in the world, but unfortunately, they make bees more vulnerable to disease, pests, and other stresses. In high enough concentrations, they are lethal to bees. Plants that contain these poisons are sold at retail stores across the United States and do not come with a warning label. Well-meaning gardeners may be unknowingly purchasing plants that contain the very pesticides that are contributing to the bee die-offs taking place worldwide. In the spring of 2014, Friends of the Earth tested for neonics in plants from nurseries across the country. The samples were taken from Walmart, Lowe's, and Home Depot. Flowers were tested separately from the foliage in order to estimate how concentrated the chemicals were in the pollen and nectar that bees and other pollinators use as food. We sampled the following plants: "51% of plants tested positive for neonics. 40% had 2 or more kinds of neonics, and some had levels high enough to kill bees. Other plants contained concentrations that would impair bees' abilities to find food, reproduce, and fight off pests and disease. Unfortunately, these pesticides don't break down quickly. They can remain in the plants and affect bees for months and years after treatment. Unless we take action, home gardens will continue to contribute to the problems affecting bees."
I think we're all going to be shocked and dismayed to find this out. It's just incredible that we don't have this information available to us and haven't had it, and it's vital. My name is Sue Swain. I'm a member of the Garden Club of St. Augustine and a Master Gardener in St. Johns County. There are many, many Garden Club initiatives that are grassroots and have started through the State Garden Club. And their first objective will be to get the materials out to everyone in the garden clubs, and there are 14,000 members around the state. We'll start talking to legislators, and our job will be to start educating our individual communities about this.
3 neonics have already been banned in the European Union, but the United States continues to allow their use despite the mounting evidence that they are harming bees. Please join us in asking stores to stop carrying plants treated with bee-killing pesticides and urge the EPA and Congress to take action. You can learn more about the study and ways to get involved at beaction.org.